All right, fight fans, special guest, friends to the room, El Boricua, the monster himself, Mr. Edgar Berlanga.
What's up, brother?
Yo, yo, what up, man?
Listen,
Good.
June 11th is going down, right? I guess that's the day before the Puerto Rican Day Parade. You are the Puerto Rican star that you envisioned years ago.
Yes,
How
sir.
does it feel to be fighting on that weekend? Is it, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time it's Puerto Rican Parade weekend that you're fighting, right? For you?
Yeah. It's my first parade fight. Puerto Rican Day weekend, man. I'm just blessed, bro. I've been speaking about this since I was about 10 years old. Since I seen when Miguel Cotto did it when he fought Zab Judah. And I witnessed it live at the Madison Square Garden. So for me to do it, we're not at the big house. We in the Hulu did it, but still the same. Still the same thing, man. I'm just blessed, man. I'm happy. I thank God, and especially for the fans too, that's gonna be coming out supporting.
Yeah, Edgar, you face moments of adversity against Steve Rose, but you overcame that and obviously got the W. I know, at this point you probably don't pay attention to too much of social media, but what as a fighter did you learn from that fight that you're taking on for your career moving forward?
Like I just now know, like a lot of fighters, is not gonna sit there in the pocket with me. A lot of fighters is gonna, try to move around and box. And that comes with the territory, man. Like I'm just happy, we got the W. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
For me, hats off to Steve Rose as well, for putting on a performance as well. Yeah, of course, man. It just goes to show what type of fighter I am. Like I said, like I told everybody, he went toe to toe at the time with Triple G when Triple G was considered the most deadliest fighter in the world. He went 4 rounds toe to toe with him. He ain't running, he ain't back down. And then for him to fight me and his corner after the fight, telling my dad, like Rose didn't want to get knocked out. He wasn't trying to get hit. Nothing. They respected my power. That meant a lot for me.
I didn't know that's what happened. Okay. Well, listen.
Yeah. Pops spoke. Pops asked him, but what was your game plan? And he was just like, yo, man, like. Basically, like Rose didn't want to go out like he did with Triple G, and then he just kept telling my pops like, we really respect your son's power. So, the game plan that they had, that was the game plan that they had for me.
Yeah, fighter don't want to get stopped again after being stopped. Sometimes they go into that flee mode, where they kind of move around a lot. But listen, I want to say congratulations for headlining on the weekend of the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Big room, small room, don't matter. You got to start somewhere. You could be on the undercard, but you're headlining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want to know how you feel about a fellow Boricuan who, just fought at the Garden, fought in the big room. She's a female, and she fought Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. I don't know if you were there, but I've never heard the Garden like that. And I've been there with Cotto and Tito and everybody. I've never heard the Garden like that. Were you there to witness that, and how do you feel about her?
I spoke to her like before the fight. I got stuck in Puerto Rico, from training and everything. I've been like on a strict schedule and stuff, and plus, I didn't want to be flying back and forth so fast, and then having to, obviously I'm in camp, so it's like I try to get as much rest as possible, because I've been working out here, I've been running the sparring and gym work, so I try to get that rest, So Pops was like, yo, for you to fly out to New York and then take another flight back, how that flight, you up a little bit. But I spoke after the fight, man. That's the queen right there, I was like, yo, man, like salute to her, I told her like, yo, we all look up to you as fighters, even though, I'm her big little brother, man. I look up to her, she's doing something that's never, nobody has ever done what she's done before, especially as a female.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the decision, Edgar? A lot of people felt like Amanda should have got the nod. How do you generally feel about that?
Oh, hell yeah. I thought she won, and I'm pissed, man, because now, I thought she won the fight. They gave the fight to Katie Taylor, and shout out to Katie Taylor, man. But I felt like, Amanda won, and now the rematch is going to be in Ireland. If they do the rematch,
even harder,
even more tough.
Yeah.
If she didn't get the decision in New York, in her hometown, She's gonna have to go for the knockout, man.
I think she's gonna go for the knockout anyway. First of all, that's what she does. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you're gonna get a great fight, man. Because that was one of the best fights I've ever witnessed in my life.
Oh my God!
And I seen you two guys. I seen both of you guys like grow up in the gym, and so imagine how I was emotional sitting there.
Yo, I have. Yo, I was like, it's crazy because I was telling my dad, I was like, yo, I'm more nervous right now than my fights. You know, like my hairs was standing up when she came out with the new, you know, the new song, the new theme, the New York theme, with Fabio and West. Yo, my hair started standing up with my body, goosebumps. Bro. Yeah, I'm like,
how about that 5th round, Edgar, when she had Katie out on her feet? Were you up? Were you on your feet, jumping and screaming?
I was screaming at the you know, I'm proud. I'm a proud Boricua, man, especially for her that I live down the block from her. You know, we from Bushwick. We from the same neighborhood. She was on Stanhope. I was on Elder. You know what I'm saying? So it's like literally up the block. And, you know, for her to be, and I seen that stadium, I said, wow, blessings.
You know, speaking of going for the knockout, like Barack mentioned, she always does, as you do. You're a knockout artist.
Yeah.
But talk to me about being at home, right? You have celebrities, rappers, a lot of people supporting you, and the Puerto Rican community. Maybe sometimes you get caught up in that where you want to please the crowd or you want to rip a guy's head off and maybe get off of your game plan a little bit. Does the home crowd give you a little pressure?
Nah, you know, it's crazy because, you know, me headlining my first fight in March, you know, the nerves was mostly in, like, I say, the hotel.
Yeah.
You know, like being in the hotel and especially fight day, like me waiting. But as soon as I got into the arena, man, into the garden, it was like all that nerves went away. And especially when I came out the back door and I looked and I seen the crowd that was waiting for me, like all the nerves went out my system. You know, I was just more upset, you know, because I know everybody looks at, you know, me and like, yo, first round king, you know, the knockout artist. So, you know, everybody was looking for a knockout. You know, everybody wanted to see everybody wanted to see somebody to get stretched. You know what I'm saying? They want to see somebody come out, you know, in what's the name? What do you call those things, man? The stretcher. You know, somebody wanted, the whole stadium wanted to see that. And for me, you know, me not getting that done or not, you know, really again, you know, connecting with any big shots or dropping him or whatnot. You know, the crowd, I felt like the crowd was a little down. You know, but, you know, June 11th, man, I'm looking forward, you know, obviously to, you know, and at the end of the day, we got the W, but, you know, June 11th, man, I'm looking to, you know, that really woke me up my last fight. Like, damn, you know, I really got to step it up. You know, I seen Jerron Ennis fighting, you know, he's a brother of mine that I grew up with. I seen Shakur fight, you know, beat Oscar Valdez, and I said, damn, man, like, yo, I got to step it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to show out June 11th, man. I got to put, you know, my flag on my back, my country on my back, man, and just go up.
Yes, sir. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be there to support you. I will. Do me a favor. Rank Angulo from 1 to 10.
As far as like, and what, like?
His boxing style, his boxing ability in your eyes, your eye test.
I think he's a good fighter. You know, he fought Ramirez. He fought Anthony Sims. You know, I feel like he's up there.
He did.
At least top 20. You know, I feel like it's a perfect fight for me. You know, he's a tough guy. You know, he's strong. You know, he comes forward. You know, I know the pros and amateurs is different, but in the amateurs, I fought a guy similar to him.
Yeah.
You know, strong, hits hard, comes forward, and you know, I beat him twice in the amateurs.
Yeah, but that was a different Berlanga. You had a different style back then.
Yeah. That's the thing. And I said, but you know what brought me back? Because I've been, you know, watching, you know, studying him and watching video of him. You know, when he fought, you know, a couple fighters, and I said, damn, you know, he reminded me of that guy that I beat. You know, I said, damn. So I'm like, all right, this is the game plan we're gonna have to go with. You know, I know that, you know, he went 11 rounds with Benavidez, but you know, he was pounding for that fight, you know, and for me, I just gotta be consistent, man. I feel like Angulo's the perfect opponent for me. You know, he comes forward, he fights. I know he's not gonna run. You know, he's training with Pedro, you know, the Cuban guy in Miami. Yeah. You know, I'm looking forward to a big fight with him.
You know, June 11th, if you go back to Edgar Berlanga ways and maybe you stretch Angulo, right? I mean, you look to get out back out this year, later this year? And what type of fight would you want later on in the year if you do fight again?
We probably, because I got 3 fights this year. So, I fought in March, I'm fighting June, and I'll probably end the year, December at the Garden again. I'm really trying to get a fight out here in Puerto Rico. People out here, I've been out here training, and everybody's like begging me, yo, please, like, we want you to fight out here. We want you to fight. Right. So, I was talking with Top Rank. I was like, maybe we end the year out here,
that'd be nice,
a big fight out here or something, a guy top 20, top 15 or something. And then, obviously moving forward to next year, we see what we do with that.
Yo, man, see you in June on June 11th, bro. Stay focused.
Yeah.
Peace, sir. Peace, brother.